Let me ask you a question that might challenge everything you think you know about manifestation. What if the reason your desires haven't fully materialized isn't because you're doing something wrong, but because you're operating from the wrong dimension? You see, most of us try to manifest from the third dimension, the physical world. We focus on action, effort, and tangible steps to create what we want. And while that works to some extent, it's like trying to dig a well with a spoon. It's slow, exhausting, and limited by the laws of the material world. But when you step into the fifth dimension, manifestation becomes effortless. It becomes less about forcing things to happen and more about aligning yourself with the infinite possibilities that already exist. And here's the truth. The fifth dimension is not some faraway mystical place. It's a state of consciousness that you can access right now, if you know how. But before we dive into how to unlock your manifestation potential in the fifth dimension, let's first understand what the fifth dimension actually is. At its core, the fifth dimension is a realm of pure energy, vibration, and consciousness. It's a frequency of existence where time, space, and separation no longer limit you. In this dimension, you're not bound by the linear cause and effect thinking of the physical world. Instead, you're operating from a state of unity, where every possibility exists simultaneously. Imagine a blank canvas, where every potential outcome of your life is already painted. In the fifth dimension, you're not creating from scratch. You're simply choosing which version of reality you want to step into. This is where most people get stuck. In the third dimension, we're conditioned to believe that we have to work hard for everything, that manifestation is about hustling, grinding, and endlessly chasing our goals. But in the fifth dimension, manifestation works in an entirely different way. It's not about chasing, it's about aligning. It's not about effort, it's about resonance. And here's the most important truth. You don't manifest what you want, you manifest what you are. Your vibration, your energy, your state of being, these are the real drivers of manifestation. If you're vibrating at the frequency of lack, fear, or doubt, you'll attract more of the same. But if you align yourself with the energy of abundance, love, and trust, your desires will flow to you effortlessly.
Click subscribe to this channel to get more profound spiritual lesson.
So how do we access this dimension? How do we step into a state where manifestation becomes second nature? The first key is awareness. To operate in the fifth dimension, you have to let go of the third dimensional mindset that tells you seeing is believing. In the fifth dimension, the opposite is true. Believing is seeing. You have to trust in the unseen. You have to believe in the reality of your desires before they physically appear. And this is where most people struggle, because they're so attached to the evidence of the physical world. They look at their bank account, their relationships, their circumstances, and they let those external conditions define their reality. But here's a universal law. The external world is just a reflection of your internal state. If you want to change what you see out there, you have to shift what's happening in here. As already stated, if you want to be an empathetic, you must first be able to float and no longer feel anything. Let me ask you something that might feel uncomfortable. What beliefs are you holding on to right now that are keeping you stuck in the third dimension? Maybe it's the belief that you're not worthy of abundance, or that manifestation takes time, or that you need to have everything figured out before you can take the next step. These beliefs act like anchors, keeping you tied to a lower vibration. But the moment you become aware of them, you can begin to release them. Simply thinking, already for real though, I suppose that the moment you become aware of them, you can begin to release them. Awareness is the first step to transformation. The second key to unlocking your manifestation potential in the fifth dimension is vibration. Everything in the universe is energy, vibrating at different frequencies. High vibrations, like love, joy, gratitude, and peace, resonate with the fifth dimension. Low vibrations, like fear, anger, and lack, keep you tethered to the third dimension. If you want to manifest in the fifth dimension, you have to become a vibrational match to what you desire. This means cultivating the feeling of already having what you want. Let's say you want to manifest financial abundance. Instead of focusing on the lack of money in your life, focus on the feeling of abundance. What would it feel like to have more than enough? How would you walk, talk, and think if you were already wealthy? The more you embody that energy, the more you align yourself with the reality where abundance already exists. But here's the catch: you can't fake your vibration. You can't trick the universe by pretending to feel abundant while secretly feeling desperate. The universe doesn't respond to your words, it responds to your energy. This is why inner work is so essential. You have to clear the energetic blocks that are preventing you from aligning with your desires. These blocks often show up as limiting beliefs, unprocessed emotions, or unresolved traumas. And here's the hard truth: you can't skip this step. You can't bypass the inner work and expect to manifest in the fifth dimension. The work you do on yourself is what raises your vibration and opens the door to higher dimensions of consciousness. Take a moment to reflect. What blocks are you holding on to that are preventing you from stepping into the fifth dimension? Maybe it's a fear of failure, a need for control, or a deep-seated belief that you're not enough. Whatever it is, know that these blocks are not permanent. They're just patterns of energy that can be shifted with awareness and intention. The third key to unlocking your manifestation potential in the fifth dimension is alignment. Alignment is about bringing your thoughts, emotions, and actions into harmony with your desires. It's about becoming the version of yourself who already has what you want. This means letting go of resistance, doubt, and impatience. It means trusting the process, even when it doesn't make sense. And, most importantly, it means acting as if your desires are already yours, not from a place of pretending, but from a place of knowing. Knowing that the universe is always working in your favor. Knowing that everything is unfolding perfectly, even if you can't see it yet. Let me leave you with a question. What would your life look like if you fully trusted the process of manifestation? Imagine how it would feel to wake up every day knowing that everything you desire is already on its way. Imagine the peace, the joy, the freedom that would come from living in that state. Because that's what's available to you in the fifth dimension. It's not about forcing or controlling. It's about flowing and allowing. Now that we've explored the foundational concepts of accessing the fifth dimension and aligning with its frequency, it's time to go deeper. Manifestation in the fifth dimension is not just about positive thinking or wishful visualization. It's about understanding the mechanics of energy and using them intentionally. Think of it like this. You're not just a participant in the universe, you're a co-creator. But to truly step into your role as a creator, you need to understand the tools of this dimension and how to use them to unlock your full manifestation potential. Let's start with the first tool, intention. In the fifth dimension, intention is everything. It serves as the blueprint for the reality you want to create. When you set an intention, you're not just wishing for something, you're anchoring a new possibility into the quantum field. But here's the key. Your intention must be clear, focused, and aligned with your highest self. Many people set intentions from a place of fear or lack, and that creates resistance. For example, if your intention is to manifest more money, but the energy behind it is desperation or worry about not having enough, the universe will mirror that vibration back to you. So ask yourself, what's the energy behind my intentions? Am I setting them from a place of trust and abundance, or from fear and doubt? To set powerful intentions, you need to go beyond the surface level. Instead of focusing on what you want, focus on why you want it. What's the deeper feeling or state of being you're trying to create? For instance, if you want financial abundance, ask yourself, what would having more money allow me to feel? Maybe it's freedom, security, or the ability to give back. When you identify the core feeling behind your desire, you can align your energy with it. And when your energy matches the vibration of your intention, manifestation becomes effortless. The second tool is visualization. But this isn't the kind of visualization most people talk about. In the fifth dimension, visualization isn't just about imagining your desires, it's about fully embodying them in the present moment. You're not daydreaming about a future reality, you're stepping into it energetically right now. Your mind doesn't know the difference between what's real and what's vividly imagined. And this is one of the greatest secrets of the fifth dimension. By creating a sensory-rich experience in your mind, you're signaling to the universe that this is already your reality. Here's a practice to try. Close your eyes and imagine the version of yourself who has already manifested your desire. What do you see? What do you hear? How does it feel in your body? Go beyond the surface details and really immerse yourself in the experience. For example, if your desire is to manifest a dream home, don't just picture the house. Feel the warmth of the sunlight streaming through the windows. Smell the fresh flowers in the kitchen. Hear the laughter of loved ones in the living room. The more vivid and real your visualization, the more powerful it becomes. And remember, the key is to feel as though it's already done. This feeling is what aligns you with the reality you're calling in. The third tool is alignment with universal laws. In the third dimension, we're conditioned to believe that life is random, that things happen by chance or luck. But in the fifth dimension, you understand that the universe operates according to precise laws, and when you align with these laws, you can manifest anything you desire. One of the most important laws is the law of vibration, which states that everything in the universe is energy. vibrating at a suspicious frequency. To attract something into your life, you must match its vibration. This is why raising your vibration is so crucial. But how do you raise your vibration? Start by cultivating emotions that resonate with the fifth dimension, such as gratitude, love, joy, and trust. Gratitude is particularly powerful because it shifts your focus from lack to abundance. When you're grateful, you're telling the universe, "I already have everything I need," and that energy attracts even more to be grateful for. Not just the big things, but the small, simple joys. Feel the gratitude in your heart and let it expand outward. This practice alone can raise your vibration and align you with the frequency of the fifth dimension. The fourth tool is detachment. This might seem counterintuitive, but one of the biggest blocks to manifestation is attachment. When you're overly attached to a specific outcome, you're operating from a place of fear and control, which lowers your vibration. Detachment doesn't mean giving up on your desires. It means trusting that the universe will bring you what's in alignment with your highest good, even if it doesn't look exactly the way you imagined it. Think of it like planting a seed. Once you planted it, you don't dig it up every day to see if it's growing. You trust that the process is unfolding perfectly. The same is true for manifestation. Once you've set your intention, let it go with faith and trust. Let me ask you something. What would it feel like to fully trust the universe? To know with absolute certainty that everything is working in your favor? This level of trust is a hallmark of fifth dimensional consciousness. It's about surrendering to the flow of life and allowing the universe to guide you in ways that your logical mind can't comprehend. Finally, the most advanced tool for fifth dimensional manifestation is co-creation with the divine. In the third dimension, we often feel separate from the universe, as though we're alone in our desires. But in the fifth dimension, you understand that you're not separate. You're a part of the divine, and the divine is a part of you. This means you're never manifesting alone. You're always co-creating with the infinite intelligence of the universe. And when you approach manifestation as a partnership, it becomes infinitely more powerful. To co-create with the divine, start by deepening your connection to your higher self. Your higher self is the part of you that already exists in the fifth dimension. It's your guide, your compass, and your bridge to the infinite. Spend time each day in silence or meditation, tuning into this higher aspect of yourself. Ask for guidance and trust the answers that come. And remember, co-creation is not just about asking, it's about listening and acting on the guidance you receive. Now let me leave you with this question. What would your life look like if you fully stepped into your role as a co-creator with the universe? Imagine the freedom, the ease, the infinite possibilities that would open up for you. Because that's what's available to you in the fifth dimension. In the next part, we'll explore how to sustain this state of consciousness and overcome the challenges that arise as you deepen your manifestation practice. Here we call this new book the following essence. Stepping into the fifth dimension and unlocking your manifestation potential is a profound shift, but it's also just the beginning. The real challenge lies in sustaining this elevated state while navigating the inevitable resistance and challenges of life. You see, Accessing the fifth dimension is not a one-time event. It's a way of being. It's about living in alignment with higher frequencies, even when the third-dimensional world pulls at you with its distractions, doubts, and fears. The question now is, how do you stay grounded in the fifth dimension and maintain this flow of limitless creation? The first step is recognizing that resistance is inevitable, but it's not your enemy. Resistance often shows up as fear, self-doubt, or limiting beliefs that try to pull you back into the lower vibrations of the third dimension. These patterns may manifest as inner voices that tell you, "This isn't real, you're not capable," or "What if it doesn't work?" But here's the truth. Resistance is simply a sign that you're expanding. It's your ego's way of trying to keep you safe, rooted in the familiar. But safety isn't growth, and the fifth dimension thrives on expansion. So instead of fighting resistance, learn to embrace it as a teacher. Ask yourself, what is this resistance trying to show me? What part of me is still holding on to fear, and how can I release it? One way to move through resistance is to cultivate radical self-awareness. This means becoming an observer of your thoughts, emotions, and energy without judgment. When you feel yourself slipping into doubt or negativity, pause and ask, is this thought aligned with the fifth dimension? Or is it rooted in the fear of the third dimension? By bringing awareness to these patterns, you create space for transformation. Remember, you're not your thoughts. You're the consciousness observing them. And when you step into that place of observation, you regain your power to choose a higher vibration. Another critical practice for sustaining fifth-dimensional consciousness is grounding. While the fifth dimension is a realm of pure energy and possibility, you're still living in a physical body on a physical planet. If you're not grounded, you risk becoming unbalanced, disconnected, or overwhelmed by the intensity of higher frequencies. Grounding ensures that your energy flows smoothly between dimensions, allowing you to manifest your desires in the material world. Simple practices like walking barefoot on the earth, meditating with an emphasis on your root chakra, or even spending time in nature can help anchor your energy. Let's talk about another challenge: impatience. In the third dimension, we're conditioned to expect immediate results. But in the fifth dimension, manifestation doesn't always follow a linear timeline. Sometimes, what you're calling in requires time to align with the highest good of all involved. This is where trust becomes essential. Trust that the universe is orchestrating everything perfectly, even if it doesn't look the way you expected. Trust that delays are not denials, they're opportunities for refinement, growth, or preparation. Ask yourself, what if the delay is a gift? What if this time is allowing me to become even more ready to receive my desires? One of the most powerful tools for sustaining fifth-dimensional consciousness is daily spiritual hygiene. Just as you wouldn't skip brushing your teeth, you can't neglect your energy. Every day you're exposed to vibrations from the people, environments, and collective energies around you. If you're not intentional about clearing your energy, these lower vibrations can weigh you down and pull you out of alignment. Here's a simple practice. At the end of each day, spend a few moments cleansing your energy. You can visualize a golden light washing over you, clearing away any negativity or stagnant energy. Or you can repeat a mantra like, "I release all energies that are not mine." and I return to my natural state of harmony and flow. Thank you. Now, let's address an important truth. Sustaining fifth dimensional consciousness requires community. While your spiritual journey is ultimately your own, you don't have to walk it alone. Surrounding yourself with like-minded people who are also committed to raising their vibration creates a powerful energetic support system. Together, you amplify each other's energy and stay accountable to your intentions. So ask yourself, who in my life uplifts me? Who inspires me to be my highest self? If you don't have this kind of community yet, seek it out. Whether it's through spiritual groups, online communities, or even one trusted friend, the energy of shared intention is transformative. Another practice for maintaining fifth dimensional consciousness is learning to follow the flow. In the third dimension, we're taught to push, control, and force outcomes. But in the fifth dimension, manifestation happens through alignment, not effort. When you're in flow, you're guided by your intuition, synchronicities, and the natural rhythm of life. This doesn't mean sitting back and doing nothing. It means taking inspired action. Inspired action is different from forced action because it comes from a place of excitement, trust, and inner guidance. The next time you're faced with a decision, ask yourself, does this feel aligned with my highest vibration? If the answer is yes, take the leap. Finally, let's talk about gratitude. Gratitude is one of the most powerful states of being because it aligns you with the frequency of abundance. When you're grateful, you're telling the universe, I already have enough, and I'm open to receiving more. This creates a magnetic field of positive energy that attracts even greater blessings into your life. But here's the secret. Don't just practice gratitude for what's on its way. Feel grateful for your desires as though they'd already manifested. This is a direct signal to the universe that you're in alignment with the fifth dimension. Now, let me ask you something profound. What would your life look like if you fully embraced the flow of the fifth dimension? Imagine moving through life with ease, trusting that everything is unfolding perfectly. Imagine waking up every day feeling connected, abundant, and limitless. This is not a dream. It's a reality that's available to you right now. It's simply a matter of choosing it, moment by moment. Now that we've explored how to sustain fifth dimensional consciousness, the next step is perhaps the most important. Anchoring this higher state of being into your daily life. It's one thing to experience the flow, peace, and limitless possibilities of the fifth dimension during a meditation or spiritual practice. But how do you bring that energy into your relationships, your career, your health, and the seemingly mundane routines of everyday life? After all, manifestation in the fifth dimension isn't about escaping the world, it's about transforming it from within. The true power lies in living as a bridge between dimensions, bringing the energy of the fifth dimension into the physical realm. Let's start with relationships. Relationships are one of the most powerful mirrors of our inner state. If you're holding on to old patterns of judgment, fear, or control, they'll reflect back to you in your interactions with others. In the fifth dimension, relationships shift from being transactional to being transformational. Instead of asking, what can I get from this person? You ask, how can I show up as the highest version of myself in this connection? Ask, this doesn't mean you tolerate unhealthy dynamics or sacrifice your boundaries. In fact, the opposite is true. Anchoring the fifth dimension into your relationships requires radical authenticity and unconditional love, starting with yourself. Here's a practice to try. The next time you're in a challenging interaction, pause and ask yourself, am I responding from fear or love? If it's fear, take a breath and shift into your heart space. Imagine the energy of the fifth dimension flowing through you, an energy of unity, compassion, and understanding. This doesn't mean you have to agree with the other person or tolerate disrespect. It simply means you respond from a place of empowerment rather than reactivity. Over time, this practice will not only transform your relationships, but also attract people who are aligned with your higher vibration. Now, let's talk about career and purpose. In the third dimension, work is often associated with struggle, sacrifice, and survival. But in the fifth dimension, your career becomes an extension of your soul's purpose. It's no longer about chasing external success. It's about expressing your unique gifts in a way that serves the collective. This doesn't mean you have to quit your job tomorrow or start a spiritual business unless that feels aligned. It simply means asking yourself, am I showing up in my work as my highest self? Even if your current job isn't your dream job, you can still bring the energy of the fifth dimension into your work. How? By focusing on the value you're creating, the people you're serving, and the opportunities for growth and learning. If you're feeling stuck in your career, it's often a sign that your energy is misaligned. Instead of forcing a change, align yourself with the energy of your desired outcome. Visualize yourself in a role that feels fulfilling, abundant, and aligned with your purpose. But don't stop there. Embody that energy right now. How would you carry yourself if you were already living your dream? How would you approach your current work differently? This shift in energy will naturally open doors, attract opportunities, and guide you toward the next step on your path. Health is another area where the fifth dimension can create profound transformation. In the third dimension, we often view health as something separate from our mind and spirit. We treat symptoms instead of addressing the root cause, which is often energetic. In the fifth dimension, health is seen as a reflection of your overall alignment. When your energy is balanced and flowing, your body naturally moves toward a state of harmony. But when you're holding on to stress, fear, or unresolved emotions, it can manifest as physical imbalance. A practical way to anchor fifth dimensional energy into your health is through conscious awareness of your body. Instead of treating your body as a machine that needs to be fixed, see it as an intelligent, energetic system that's always communicating with you. Ask yourself, what is my body trying to tell me? Maybe it's asking for rest, movement, or nourishment. Or maybe it's pointing to an emotional or energetic block that needs your attention. Meditation leads by listening to your body and responding with love. You create the conditions for natural healing to occur. One of the simplest yet most powerful ways to integrate the fifth dimension into your daily life is through presence. In the third dimension, we're often caught up in the past or future, regretting what's already happened or worrying about what's to come. But the fifth dimension exists only in the now. When you're fully present, You're aligned with the possibilities of the universe. Presence isn't just about being mindful, it's about being fully alive in the moment, knowing that your power to create exists only here and now. Here's a question to reflect on. How often are you truly present in your life? When you're eating, are you savoring each bite, or are you scrolling through your phone? When you're with loved ones, are you fully engaged, or are you distracted by your thoughts? The more you practice being present, the more you anchor the energy of the fifth dimension into your reality, and the more you do that, the more life begins to flow effortlessly. Finally, let's talk about co-creation with the universe. Anchoring the fifth dimension into your life isn't just about what you do, it's about how you collaborate with the divine. Co-creation means recognizing that you're not separate from the universe, you're an integral part of it. This means trusting the guidance you receive, even when it doesn't make logical sense. It means surrendering control and allowing the universe to surprise you in ways you couldn't have imagined, and it means taking action when you feel inspired, knowing that every step you take is supported by forces far greater than you. So let me leave you with this final question. What would your life look like if you fully embodied the fifth dimension in every moment? Imagine your relationships filled with love and authenticity. Imagine your work as a joyful expression of your purpose. Imagine your health as a reflection of inner harmony. Imagine living each day with a deep sense of trust, presence, and flow. This isn't just a possibility, it's your birthright. I hope you will. And the more you anchor this energy into your life, the more you'll discover just how limitless you truly are.